What's up, guys? It's Dwayne from mountainbuck.com, where we go from backyard to backwoods. And guys, today I'm comparing and contrasting the top two climbing tree stands on the market today. I'm talking about the Summit Viper Pro SD and the Summit Viper Level Pro SD climbing tree stands. I'm gonna go over the similarities and differences, and there are a lot of similarities, believe me. Even the names are somewhat similar, but there's also some key differences. So I'm gonna hook you guys up and get all that information for you so you can make an informed decision when you purchase one of these amazing tree stands. So hook me up and hit subscribe, and let's get started. So the first thing we want to think about is the obvious, right? So it's the camo options. So on the Summit Pro SD, the Summit Viper Pro SD here, it only comes in this Mossy Oaks Elements Terra camo. So this is the only option available for the Summit Viper Pro SD. With the Summit Viper Level Pro SD, however, you get this Realtree Timber camo option, which I absolutely love. It's my favorite. I mean, look at that against the bark of the tree back there. It just blends right in real nice to that bark. Gonna match up in my environment really well. But if this mossy oak pattern fits your needs, the Summit Viper Level Pro also comes in the Mossy Oak Terra Elements Terra right here like this. So you get two options over here, just this one option over here for now. The next thing we want to think about is the size of these climbing tree stands. So they are pretty similar in terms of width and depth. I'm going to break it down, isolate it for you. So the foot platforms, here they are side by side. You can see you have the same 20 inches of space of width there and the same length. So it's the same 20 inches of space inside those two bars and the same length. The only difference here is that on the outside of those posts is the Level has those posts in a different structural configuration. The same goes for the top seated section of each stand. I'll put them side by side here for you again. And as you can see, it is about the same width, the same length, and everything else. Again, the only difference is that the Level is slightly wider due to that structural configuration there with those posts for the easy level dial systems just out a little ways, just like that. So aside from those structural enhancements with that new easy level dialing system where those posts are out further, they're pretty much identical in terms of the width and length and the frames of the seat section and the foot platform. There is one more big difference here as far as the size of these things. The Viper Pro SD weighs in at only 22 pounds, whereas the Level weighs in at 26 pounds. That's a 4 full pounds difference between the two stands. Now they do hold up to 300 pounds each, so they are identical in that way as well. And they do tackle trees that are 8 inches to 20 inches in diameter, but that extra 4 pounds may come into play considering on your situation and your personal fitness level and all that stuff. That brings us to the comfort. So Summit is legendary for their comfortable tree stands, and believe me, they are super comfortable, and that's something you're gonna want when you're up in the stand for hours and maybe full days at a time. One of the items they've started with the Pro Level series is this one-piece wraparound arm pad, which is actually really nice for comfort. It's very soft, it's got cushion, it's got some foam in there. You have that on both of these stands. It's gonna keep you quiet because you aren't gonna bang your ring or your watch or your crossbow or your bow or anything on here. It's gonna be dampened and nice and quiet. Both of these stands have the one-piece wraparound arm pad. Both of these stands also have the sound deadening technology where Summit's gonna fill critical parts of each stand with an expandable foam just to make sure that you're staying quiet as you climb up and down the tree and as you move in and out of the woods. So there is one slight difference here with this one-piece wraparound arm pad. You'll notice the differences here. So on the Pro SD, the arm pad continues on along the frame and works its way all the way up just about to this little Summit logo right here. Whereas on the Level, we do have this extra structural piece here sticking out for the Summit Level, the easy level system. So the one-piece wraparound arm pad is only going to go up to where this kind of joins together here on each side. So it doesn't go quite up as far as the Pro does, but still pretty good. We also have this super comfortable microfiber seat back and arm pad rest material. Very soft seat on both. The seats are the same. You got the same amount of cushion. You got the same egg crate back here for the Pro as well as the Level. Same egg crate back, super comfortable for you guys up in the stand. And that brings us to another really interesting innovation, which I absolutely love, guys. It's the Fast Track accessory system. Each one of these stands, the Pro and the Level both have the Fast Track accessory rail. So you have multiple entry points in here on the side and in the front. Same thing in the front, there's two, and on the side, where you're able to add accessories. You have the phone holder accessory here, which you can manipulate and configure this thing in a wide variety of ways just to suit your needs. You could spin the thing, you could tighten it down, you could extend it, you could do all kind of stuff just to make sure your phone is safe and secure up there, and make sure it's not gonna fall 18 feet below, because that'd be pretty terrible. We also have the ultimate hook, which this thing is pretty awesome. You're gonna be able to hold your binoculars, your crossbow, your bow, your bag, you know, all kinds of stuff up there. And there isn't a lot of real estate up there, guys. You're in a little chair up in a tree. You don't have like shelves or anything you can put stuff on. So these accessories are amazing. And I'm not sure how you could do a review of either one of these tree stands without focusing on the Fast Track accessories, because they are freaking awesome, bottom line. So we have the ultimate hook here. It holds up to 15 pounds. You could slide it in on the side. You could put it on the front, whatever suits your needs. We also have the Summit rifle holder, which again, saves you space and it creates somewhere for you to put your stuff, right? So you could have your rifle there right on your side if you're right-handed, or if you're left-handed, however you want to do that. Set your rifle up. It's out of the way, it's secure, it's not gonna go anywhere, and when the time comes, you can quickly and easily and silently, because they're rubberized, not gonna make any noise, pulling that rifle out of there and then getting ready for your shot. All right, so that brings us to another feature that both of these tree stands have, but it's a little bit different. So check this out. On the Pro, we have the Quick Draw Pro cable system. Now what this is gonna do, it's gonna help you get in and out of the tree faster and keep you safe and secure up there, because it's gonna lock into place with those retention pins. The Level has these as well. It has a Quick Draw Pro cable system, but it only has it on the one side. It only has it right here on this side. On the other side is the Easy Level dial system. With the Pro, you have it on both sides. So you're able to adjust your cables right in here, both sections, the seat section and the foot platform. You're able to adjust them, lock those retention pins in place, and you're good to go. You could even lock these things up with a cable lock if you need to leave it in the woods overnight. So with this one, with the Level, you only have one side has the Quick Draw Pro cable system, and that's really all you need. You can see how this works here. The cable is pushed down and comes through the bottom of this piece, which is really interesting. But they've made it work with the new Easy Level dialing system, which is the major difference between these two stands. All right, so the Easy Level dialing system on the Summit Viper Level Pro SD is phenomenal. We've all been there, guys. We've all been up in the tree and our stand starts angling down because the diameter of the tree is shrinking as we climb, or we try to overcompensate, and I've done this a bunch as well, where you start out with your angle upward, and then as you climb, you hope that it gets right. And guys, listen, some of you may have even done some risky moves up there, trying to, you know, straighten out your thing on your own by pulling the cables out. That's super dangerous. By the way, always wear a harness. But the engineers at Summit have figured this out for us, guys, with the Easy Level dialing system. And check this out. If you need to angle your stand down or up, you can simply turn it in the clock right position, just like this. And look at how quickly, I'm gonna speed the video up, look how quickly that gets up there. Same thing with the foot platform. Lean over, make sure I'm nice and safe, and then crank that thing up till it's nice and level. And that's the beautiful thing about the new Summit Viper Level Pro SD. Awesome new feature. And another couple things that are similar with both these stands, we do have the rapid climb stirrups with boot bungee, which are gonna make sure that your feet are nice and safe and secure on the platform and are not going anywhere. We also have the umbilical cord that's gonna connect the foot platform up with the seat section to make sure that you're tethered together so nothing happens where your foot platform falls out from under you. You're gonna be safe. And guys, here's a little tip too, which I really like about the umbilical cord. A lot of other tree stand manufacturers just give you like a rope, which is stiff. And that's gonna really limit your movement climbing, right? So if it's a stiff rope, it doesn't have any give to it. So if it's too short or whatever and it's stiff, you're really gonna have to make small movements and it's gonna really limit you. The umbilical cord has a nice bungee design where it stretches and it moves with you, and it just makes climbing that much easier. Climbing with both of these stands is super easy. You do not feel the extra 4 pounds on the Level. It's not a big deal at all. Just to point out, we also have the Summit lock system. And what Summit does to make sure that the welds are going to be stable and secure for you is they have a structural enhancement system called Summit Locked, where they lock the two components in place and then they weld it to strengthen that weld and make sure it's nice and safe for you. So that was a quick breakdown of the top 2 climbing tree stands in the business today, guys. The Summit Viper Pro SD and the Summit Viper Level Pro SD climbing tree stands. You really can't go wrong with either, guys. There's a lot of similarities and some differences. The 4 pounds for me isn't a big deal at all when we're talking about that extra innovation you have with the easy level dialing systems. That's the one I'm going to choose because it just adds another feature that's going to help me be a successful hunter. Again, I love the Pro SD as well, but whatever works in your environment and in your situation, you make that decision, but you really can't go wrong with the Summit. Guys, I have some extra info for you if you want to see more about either one of these climbing tree stands. I have full review and demo videos right there if you want to check those out. And if you want even more information, I have unboxing videos as well. So as always, guys, the items we talked about will be in the description below. Hook me up and hit subscribe. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and we'll see you on the next one.